So hello all. As some of you may or may not have noticed, I am extremely wealthy. In twigs.
Oh my god! Wow!
So for any of you who have been struggling with feeling like you don't have enough resources to make a million stalls like myself, have I got a very professional tip for you. Now this tip is highly intellectual and extremely thought through, and I'm sure something that you've never heard of before, and that is to just destroy everything. Here's what you're gonna do, folks. If you feel like you never have enough wood or stone or something, the first thing that you're gonna do is go get yourself a Nook Miles ticket, because we don't want to destroy our own island. I mean, look at all this beauty. No, we're going to destroy a different island and just completely ravage it of all of its natural resources. So make sure you empty your pockets of everything other than maybe a shovel, a big old axe, a net, a ladder, a pole. If you're into like fishing rods or want to keep a slingshot on hand, feel free to do that, but mostly just stick with tools. So upon landing, the first thing that you're going to do is get your net out and shake some trees. On all the regular islands, in the trees, there will be a piece of furniture hiding, so it is important that we collect that before we ruin all of this natural beauty and splendor. And the reason I suggest that you keep your net out while you're looking is because there's also always going to be at least one hornet's nest that you will find. So I'd recommend just ignoring all the fruit trees, because you're not going to find furniture in these, you're going to find fruit. But something to keep in mind is if you do find the furniture item before the hornets, you might want to decide if you want to continue shaking the trees until you find the nest to avoid getting stung later, or just accept that your face is going to get just as destroyed as this island, continuing this. So on to step 2. Find that DIY that may or may not be lurking on the beaches, along with picking up any shells if you're broke, but as we know, I'm wealthy. Now, not all the islands are going to have a DIY, but many do, so it's important to just go ahead and check this to see if you got lucky. So now that we've gathered all of our goods, it is time for the real destruction, and that starts with these trees. So get out your giant axe and chop down every single one of these. And if you're wondering, well, why do I have to chop down the tree entirely? Couldn't I get the same amount of wood from the smaller axe? Like, well, sure. But then, A, you have to remember which trees you've already hit, and I can't do that. And B, you aren't destroying everything. So now that you've basically ruined an entire ecosystem for many bugs, it is time to finish this off with the rocks. So with the rocks, it is best to try and position yourself so you're not getting knocked back by either angling yourself in a certain way or digging 2 holes behind you, or just accepting that you're gonna miss one and that's okay. But once you have successfully hit this rock, it doesn't just end here. No. Now that you have collected all these pieces of fruit, just go ahead and eat a couple of those and destroy it. Because this way you end up getting a bonus item. And now that everything has successfully been destroyed, this is typically when honestly I just leave, because I'm really just here for the wood and stones. If you want, obviously this is a time where you could go pick up some weeds or some flowers, or if you're feeling broke, this is actually a really easy time to make one of those tarantula islands. Like I said, this is where I leave and just repeat this on a new island. And all in all, each island takes probably like 5 minutes, but if you do this with say 3 or 4 islands once a week when you're bored, this is a really easy way to just get like a ton of supplies all at once and pick up some potentially new furniture and DIYs while you're at it. So I hope this is helpful for you. If not, hopefully it was at least entertaining, and if not, I don't know what to tell you, but I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.